Right now at 10, emergency crews on the runway at Chippewa Valley Regional Airport. What they were responding to.
And discussions about an indoor pool possibly coming to La Crosse's north side. What today's talks could mean for its future.
Plus, it's back to school season. How school officials and resource officers are preparing for a new year.
WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening and thank you for joining us for News 8 Now at 10. I'm Emily Brown.
And I'm Ken Kozarowski.
Hamilton Elementary and SOTA 1 rolled out the red carpet for students this morning to celebrate the new year. Students arrived to music, balloons, and a photo shoot. It was a celebration to kick off their theme for the year, making every moment count. The theme focuses on being present and making a commitment to help students discover and grow. The school's principal says the special welcome extended beyond the students.
We really foster community, foster collaboration with our families as well. So any way that we can welcome adults and our kids into our building, it's awesome for us.
The message carries special meaning for SOTA 1 as the school celebrates 30 years.
Well, the first day of school brings some new challenges for La Crosse families. Road construction around the city is forcing parents to navigate some detours and to plan for longer commutes. The school district says most routes will add 5 to 10 minutes of travel time.
Yeah, the only real change for this school year is the Highway 16 closure, and so getting to school won't be too challenging. It'll be the getting home might take just a little bit longer than it did last year.
The district is offering help for busy parents. A new app tracks school buses in real time using GPS. Families can get the app through lacrosseschools.org or visit herecomes.thebus.com. Now, the superintendent says only the northbound route to Northwoods International faces significant delays.
Well, ahead of the new school year, La Crosse's SROs undergo weeks of training focused on how to best serve students and staff. This summer, they took part in mental health first aid training, diversity training, and a reunification drill. The team also works with the National Association of School Resource Officers for specialized training. Officials say along with keeping schools safe, the SRO program aims to build strong relationships between officers and the broader community.
So that when somebody is in crisis or when somebody does need to reach out, they already know who they're reaching out to and they already have that relationship built.
The La Crosse School District and the LCPD have been working together through the SRO program for more than 30 years.
Well, local college students are getting ready for their next chapter as well. Around 300 freshmen jumping into dorm life at Viterbo today. After the 3-hour move-in, students enjoyed lunch together, team-building activities, and a welcome ceremony. The university's president says it's great to see the students back on campus.
Students are ready to get back from summer break. Our faculty and staff are ready to get going, and we just really enjoy this time of year. You know, the promise of something new, the promise of a new beginning. It's exciting, and we can't wait to get started.
Students at Winona State also making their big move today. And this year, the university says it's seeing an uptick in enrollment.
Also looking forward to building that community on my floor and making sure that everybody has a fun time and feels welcome and safe in their environment, and just kind of getting to know everyone and making friends.
Fall semester classes will start Monday.
And a reminder, from new rules to discounts and deals, News 8 Now is your back to school resource. Just go to news8000.com and click on the back to school tab. First responders teamed up at the Chippewa Valley Regional Airport tonight.
News 8 Now's Jadius McGee explains why.
Tonight, the Chippewa Valley Regional Airport looked like a disaster. But don't worry, it was all part of a drill. Tonight's drill simulated a military aircraft colliding with a smaller plane during landing. Fire crews and emergency responders from across the region all work side by side to practice their response.
The process that they learn and practice here today is exactly what they would use on some of those other incidents of handling a lot of patients in a short amount of time in a crisis event.
Volunteers stepped in to make the drill feel more real, acting as crash victims so responders could work through the chaos as if it were a true emergency.
We have a group of highly trained professionals that treat their job very seriously, because a serious event can happen, and that's what you want.
Officials and volunteers say training like this prepares crews for worst-case scenarios and help prevent close calls from turning into real disasters.
Things happen everywhere, and we need to be prepared no matter where we're at for whatever the scenario is.
Officials say the lessons learned tonight will carry forward, making sure that first responders are prepared to help out the community. Reporting in Eau Claire, Jadius McGee, News 8 Now.
An indoor pool could be on its way to La Crosse's north side. The city and school district are discussing a potential partnership to build an indoor pool at the north side community pool location. Parks Director Jay Odegaard says the current pool has at least $1 million of deferred maintenance. Odegaard and School Superintendent Engel say an indoor pool would help both the city and district better cater to community needs. Right now, talks are in very early stages. There are no definitive plans at this point.
Well, a lovely end to the first day of school here in La Crosse, but we might have some chances for rain come tomorrow, Greg.
Yeah, definitely we'll have the front that'll be approaching, so rain chances increase tomorrow. But the morning overall is going to be dry for anyone getting out there too, just cloud cover coming in. But overall, that's what we're looking at too. Overnight temperatures, low 60s, upper 50s, maybe a degree or two more humid just because that front's getting closer. And east of the river, maybe southwest Wisconsin, those areas could see once again some very localized fog issues across river valleys, really the big issue we're looking at. Otherwise, there's your front. It's going to slowly push east. There's already activity going on across western Minnesota. That activity is going to probably diminish getting closer, but we'll track out once it gets closer. But otherwise, 62 as you start off for Eau Claire, getting back up to 72, staying dry. Increasing cloud cover as you go throughout the morning hour, but the good news, like I said, it's going to be a dry morning for the most part as we go for La Crosse too, getting back up to 75. Once again, it's 63 to start off, so fairly comparable conditions. We'll time out the rest of the afternoon and evening activity, and then of course follow up with the fall-like weekend temps a bit later in broadcast.
All right, thank you, Greg.
The man accused of killing his girlfriend and 2 young girls in New Lisbon appeared in court this morning. Virgil Thu waived his right to a preliminary hearing and was bound over for trial. The 47-year-old is charged with killing the 3 victims, ages 12, 13, and 33, last December. Thu was captured after a 12-day manhunt in January when police found him sleeping in a car. His arraignment is set for October 29th.
La Crosse Mayor Shondell Washington Spivey hosted his first community roundtable today. It was earlier tonight at the La Crosse Center's South Ballroom. His goal here is to gather community feedback on the city and learn what the public is interested in.
As mayor, that's my goal, is to look at what opportunities are we not tapped into that we need to tap into? What are some concerns? How do we maintain what we currently have, but then also be more forward thinking about what can we do to move La Crosse forward?
The mayor says the 3 main areas they're focusing on is the local economy, housing, and community engagement.
Dispatchers at Great Rivers 211 take calls daily, connecting Coulee Region residents with resources during emergencies. The organization now supports flood victims statewide, making them busier than usual after recent Milwaukee flooding. Wisconsin's 211 system includes 8 locations statewide. When Milwaukee's number of calls spike, they get routed to other locations like Great Rivers 211.
We saw this huge need to address in our state, and so together as a 211 system, we all come together and we're taking disaster reports from people living in Milwaukee and the surrounding areas to make sure that we get the most accurate information from them, so we can provide that then to county emergency management and others so they can start the process of recovery.
Support for callers may include mental health resources, disaster kits, cleanup crews, shelter, and food.
Well, the Minnesota State Fair kicked off today in St. Paul.
There will be live shows, rides, and of course, all kinds of food. But visitors may be hit with a little sticker shock when they buy some of that food.
Our food is almost 30 to 40% higher. Labor is a struggle because we have to pay more than, I pay more than normal because I don't want to have that turnover.
The rides are more expensive too. Skyride used to be $6 round trip just 7 years ago. Now that price only gets you one way. The fair will run until Labor Day.
La Crosse County celebrating seniors with a community picnic today. The Aging and Disability Resource Center hosted this event over at Copeland Park for National Senior Citizens Day. Attendees grabbed some burgers off the grill, played bingo, and danced to some live music. Organizers say it's a chance to recognize how older adults enrich the community.
Not everyone does get to age, and so for us too, it's also just a nice opportunity to celebrate. I think we're calling it Cheers to the Years, and so again, it's a good opportunity to celebrate the beauty of aging and really come together and be connected.
The Southside Neighborhood Center has hosted previous picnics, but they moved it to the park this year because of increased demand.
The Bassmaster Elite Series is back in La Crosse. 101 anglers are hitting the Mississippi for their chance at glory. The La Crosse Series is the 9th and final tournament of the year. Competitors will weigh in after each day. The top 50 after Friday will move on to compete on Saturday and the top 10 on Sunday.
There's a lot of emotions going on for this event. Some are trying to qualify for the Classic, the top 40. Some are trying to re-qualify in the top 70 for next year.
A free expo will be held at Copeland Park Saturday and Sunday. You can take demo boat rides and watch the final weigh-ins.
A baby and its mother crashing into the water near Lake Winnebago, and community members rush into action.
And courtroom drama for the Abundant Life School shooter's father. How the court is weighing his next steps when we come back.
Right now, it's the Labor Day sale at Home Furniture. Get up to 15% off sale prices plus 3-year special financing. Choose from the largest in-stock selection of living room, dining room, and mattresses, plus free in-store design service. It's our best Labor Day sale, now at Home Furniture.
We see you out there, making the most of every moment.
Happy birthday, buddy.
One big, bright idea at a time. At Blaine's, we're glad to be part of it by offering best-in-class products and solutions at unbeatable farm and fleet prices. Like men's Rustler jeans, $16.99. Rewards members save an extra buck. 15% off select Rust-Oleum spray paint. And 2-pound bags of Blaine's cashews or deluxe mixed nuts, $3 off. Find value on the things you value. Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Be an original.
The Meats family has finally gained a member. Meet Applewood Smoked Ham. Smoked is their middle name. 2 for $7 ham and Swiss melts. Arby's, we have the meats.
News 8 Now wants to help you create memories with your family by watching movies on the big screen. Friday Flicks with Vicki Nichols of Sparta Cinema will tell you all about upcoming must-see blockbusters, plus exclusive deals at the theater. Watch this Friday at 5 a.m. on News 8 This Morning, presented by Sparta Cinema.
During the Labor Day sale at Home Sleep Express, get up to $700 off Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets, plus a $300 home shopping card with free white glove delivery and pay no interest for 5 years. The Tempur-Pedic Labor Day sale at Home Sleep Express.
Well, the father of the Wisconsin school shooter last winter can attend her celebration of life. That is the ruling in court today for Jeffrey Ruppnow. Last December, his 15-year-old daughter killed 2 people at Abundant Life Christian School near Madison and then died by suicide. Ruppnow faces charges for providing a weapon to a minor and contributing to delinquency. A pretrial conference is set for September 26th with a dismissal hearing in December. A group of Good Samaritans jumped into action after a car drove into a river in Menasha, Wisconsin Tuesday.
Yeah, they helped the mother who was driving the car rescue her toddler. As Savannah Wood shows us, the incident was caught on camera.
The driver was inside the car with her 18-month-old child, who was safely buckled in a car seat.
The vehicle was attempting to park here, and then it drove slowly, looks like an idle speed, or just a little bit of accelerator, and then it just drove through here, missed the tree, it missed the electrical connections right here.
Immediately, the mother sprang into action to free her baby from the sinking car and float to the surface. Quickly after, a pedestrian came to the rescue.
Without hesitation, a nearby community member sprinted toward the marina and jumped this fence.
Then came 2 more, all working together to bring the mother and child to safety.
Doesn't look like much damage at all, if any damage.
No, and that's why the individual was scaling the fence, the first one on the scene, because literally when the car drove under the fence just kind of collapsed back down. You can see where the fence cap was just knocked loose. Car went right underneath it, didn't even damage the poles and the concrete foundation.
The car was removed Wednesday morning.
The water is deep enough here you could not see the top of the vehicle from land. The water is also not very clear this time of year, so it was a task for the diver to locate a safe spot to connect the vehicle and get it out of the water.
And authorities say the incident is still under investigation. We will have more news ahead.
But first,
yeah, we do have some showers and thunderstorms for your Friday, then followed by fall-like temperatures throughout the weekend. So we'll time out the storms and show you what those temperatures look like. That all coming up on Firstborn Weather Update after the break.
The La Crosse Area Builders Association's Parade of Homes is August 21st through the 24th, featuring a variety of new homes. For tickets and information, search LABA Parade of Homes. See for yourself what is possible and discover the potential for your next home project.
There's a reason Chevy is called the heartbeat of America. With SUVs for life's adventures, trucks as dependable as the people who drive them, EVs to charge up a summer of no limits, and American legends that need no introduction. This summer, Chevy drives America.
Get 0% financing on this Silverado, plus $3,000 total cash allowance on select Silverado pickups. That's around $9,000 total value, plus $3,750 owner loyalty cash.
Those brave men and women of our armed forces, generations of them. Why should today's burdens fall back onto them? They were there for us. Now let's be there for them. Your local Wisconsin energy providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund are working together to deliver Wisconsin veterans in crisis heat, power, and help staying in their home. But they can't do it alone. Call to donate today.
Carl's Labor Day sale is on right now. This is our way of saying thanks for shopping Carl's. Save up to 45% on major appliances. Plus, get up to $1,000 on bonus rebates. All TVs are on sale. Save up to $925 on Serta mattresses. Save on grills during our end of the season clearance. Save up to 70% on in-stock TV stands and consoles. Come see us. Carl's Labor Day sale is on right now.
Carl's, your servicing dealer since 1956.
Save big at Hy-Vee, Friday through Sunday. Fresh chicken breasts, just $2.98 a pound. Hy-Vee butter, $3.48. Green or black seedless grapes, just $1.99 a pound. Bone-in pork shoulder roast, $1.77 a pound. Cosmic Crisp apples, just $1.28 a pound. Plus, get great deals on lots of pizza, Doritos, Hillshire Farm lunch meat, and more. Save in-store and online, Friday through Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
The La Crosse Area Builders Association's Parade of Homes is August 21st through the 24th, featuring a variety of new homes. For tickets and information, search LABA Parade of Homes. See for yourself what is possible and discover the potential for your next home project.
Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, your choice for quality, affordable windows, installed by our experienced team. Contact us or stop into our showroom today for your free estimate.
Well, we definitely have changes coming too, and you can see that low up there swirling around Edmonton now is pushing east. That's the big feature that's going to be parked over Ontario, northern Ontario, and really going to drag that cooler air from Canada all the way down, and then your cold front kind of swings all the way back to the west. So the west is going to heat up. We are going to cool down too with this position of that low up to the north. So that's what's going to be coming through. Doesn't have a lot of moisture to work with, but enough that it will produce some showers and thunderstorms. Waking up tomorrow morning, there are some pockets of low clouds, potentially some fog in some of the valleys. It depends on how fast this cloud cover from the west gets here to help that. But it will be dry for most of the morning all the way to noon. There's that complex out to the west that should continue to push closer to Minneapolis, and eventually some of that will get close enough to Eau Claire, but it's probably not until about the 1 to 2 p.m. time frame. It will weaken as it gets closer, but that should come through and north of the area some point about 1 to 3, and then the tail end kind of just fades away as it crosses La Crosse. But we're going to have more development in the afternoon time frame because the front's still out to the west towards Minneapolis, so get closer to the area by about sunset. So by the time 6 p.m. you're starting to see already some scattered showers and thunderstorms developing 6 to 7 p.m. This will continue to push east. One area to note, it looks like a little better coverage just south of I-90 and another area that's along I-94. So for football, this could be an issue. These will come through they're small, but they will come through, and you might see some lightning and some gusty winds as these storms continue to push across the area, eventually starting to weaken and becoming isolated for coverage as we get closer to 10 and then 11 p.m. There's still an opportunity for some. So something to keep in mind for late afternoon, early evening activities. You will have the storms out there. There's your high temperatures, upper 70s, low 80s overall. Pretty nice temperatures for that point. Then going to Saturday, that front goes off to the east. The winds pick up out of the north. That low that I just showed you out in Edmonton is going to be really parked just to the north. And we're going to get this northwest flow continuing. So you're going to have more clouds going into Saturday afternoon. Could be a few sprinkles or showers with that. We'll kind of lose the cloud cover Saturday night, and then another disturbance rotates around the low back into northern Wisconsin. So we'll see once again kind of a repeat of Sunday with some clouds developing once again in the afternoon. Further north you go, better opportunity to see those clouds. Further south, more sun, and that could lead to a few showers. Eau Claire, Rusk County area might see that all the way down to maybe I-90 as we go towards Sunday, as all that cooler air begins to push into the area. So that's what you're looking for the weekend. Now the winds will be a factor. We'll see wind speeds probably in that 15 to 20 mile per hour range Saturday afternoon. They weaken a little, and then as we go towards Sunday, once again with that next disturbance, they pick right back up into that 15 to 20 mile per hour range with some gusts above 30. So it will be breezy, and that's why I said some areas in Rusk County with those low 60s, cloud cover, and that wind could feel quite chilly sometimes at some areas too. There's your high temperatures, upper 60s, low 70s. Go to Sunday, we drop it a few degrees, mid 60s to maybe upper 60s. So definitely it's going to be a change. At least it's more like early to even mid-October like conditions too as we go throughout. And Monday, not much change there. Mid to upper 60s, lighter winds on Monday. That'll be the bigger difference too, not so much wind. But still, look at the UP just struggling to get to 60. So really, it's going to be quite a change. And going towards Labor Day, looks like we'll at least they're getting a better shot that we might get close to average. So there's a lot of question marks coming in about precipitation for Labor Day weekend. For more to come on that. But overall, the storms for tomorrow, showers going into the evening, and then look at all those 60s and 40s at night. And yes, there could be some areas that get into the upper 30s come Tuesday morning too. So it's definitely going to be a change, a dry stretch, and more of an October-like conditions.
All right. Thanks very much, Greg. Coming up next in sports, the final game. The Brewers and Cubs colliding for the last time this regular season. Plus, football is back. Some area teams looking to begin the season in the win column. Highlights and scores next with Jacob.
They lost their newborn unexpectedly, but this local couple is using his passing to help make sure other infants don't share the same fate. Sunday at 10, how they're turning tragedy into purpose and how you can help. Sunday at 10 on News 8.
After you've been injured in an accident, life becomes chaotic. You have doctor's appointments, medical bills, insurance adjusters harassing you to settle your claim. When you call Bygoff and Rohde, we take care of it all. We get results.
All the financial benefits are awesome. And then on top of that, it's green energy.
We have project managers that will walk you through the process, keep you informed along the way, and make sure that the communication is the best that it can be.
The 30% tax credit will end this year, so lock in your savings, reduce your electric bills, and get the full 30% credit while it's still available. Call 608-780-2347 to get solar and get saving with Olson Solar Energy today.
I do like knowing the person that's sitting across my desk. I've formed a lot of relationships over the years based on trust. When I see the look on a member's face, when I say, yes, this loan is good, you're good to go, it makes me happy. To me, being the team you can trust is honesty. When you do a loan with me at Firefighters Credit Union, like everything we do, it's not about the car, it's about you.
'Cause everybody's welcome at Firefighters Credit Union.
This river wasn't dammed in a day, and GMC trucks weren't built overnight. Like every American achievement, they are a result of dedication. Over 100 years dedicated to the art of engineering and the ambition to always move this country forward. Get 0% APR plus 3,000 trade assistance on select Sierra 1500 models when you trade in an eligible vehicle.
Visit your best choice GMC dealer today.
When you've trusted your personal injury case to Bygoff and Rohde, you're going to feel the weight of the world off your shoulders. You have to concern yourself with getting to the doctor and trying to get better. We'll do everything else. And that's how we get results for our clients.
Covering all the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now Sports with Jacob Lenzendorf.
Some people will tell you Christmas is the best time of the year, and while it's good, it's not quite opening week of the high school football season good. A few Thursday night specials in the spotlight tonight. We head over to Swanson Field on this perfect Thursday where the Rangers looking to start the season 1-0 against Ellsworth. First quarter here, and Logan quarterback Tommy Check drops back to pass, connecting with Andrew Stanton. He'll take it down the sidelines and into the end zone for the score. Rangers up 6-0 after a missed two-point attempt. Second quarter now, and Check takes it himself on the QB keeper, finds the end zone, and now 12-0 Logan. 3 left in the fourth, and a fumble on the snap. Cooper Olsen falls on it. Now Ellsworth has some late life on the ensuing drive, though, for Ellsworth. Quarterback Jack Stoltenberg looking for a man, but finds Victor Kravanja of Logan there for the interception. That will put this one to bed as Logan wins it 12-0. The Southsiders in action at Roger Herring Stadium tonight, taking on perennial powerhouse Waunakee. Early third down for the Warrior offense, but it's the Central defense who stands up as Karan Carter and Calvin Arntz get the tackle for loss. So the visitors have to punt it away, but it's a mistake by the Riverhawk returner, and Waunakee is in business off the recovery. And moments later, they cash in off the miscue as Eli Drangsveit muscles his way up the middle for 6. Then on the next Warrior possession, it's Colin Murphy getting the carry in the red zone, bounces it outside, dives to the pylon, and he is in for the score. Riverhawks take one on the chin in their season opener. 55-6 is the final. And what would the first Thursday of the season be without Bangor and Melrose Mindoro? First quarter, Bangor on the attack. Who's got the ball? It's Cardinals' Dylan Matheson fighting through defenders, breaking free into the end zone. Home team on the board 6-0. Second quarter, Melman's Brady Blaken calls his own number, dives across for the score. Mustangs go up 7-6. Under 2 minutes to go in the half, Melrose Mindoro's Jace Stetzer toting the rock, fights his way into the end zone. Visitors extend their lead. They go into the locker room up 13-6. We jump to the second half. The Cardinals' Hayden Massman coming out of the backfield. The senior showing up big on opening night. Cardinals missed the 2-point try. They still trail by 1. This one exciting down to the last second. Melrose Mindoro scores in the final seconds to win 21-20. The Mustangs' first win in the rivalry in 18 years. All right, a couple of week 1 blowouts in other action tonight. The DeSoto Pirates make Kickapoo Lafarge walk the plank, and the Pepin Alma Eagles hang a 50-burger on Elmwood Plum City. Elsewhere tonight, it's a happy bus ride home for Wazeeka Steuben Seneca and North Crawford as each team puts a 1 in the win column. In the annual WIAC preseason football poll, the UWL Eagles are once again picked to finish atop the league. Matt Janis is in his 6th year as head coach, and 6 players are back for UWL that received those all WIAC honors just a season ago. Eagles are in search of their 3rd conference title in the last 4 years. And the Brewers taking on the Cubs for the last time in the regular season today. Wind's blowing in, but Bryce Terang says what wind in the second inning when he continues his power streak with a 2-run blast. Chicago getting some help from their young, exciting outfielder in the 4th inning. Pete Crow Armstrong has got a beat on this ball. Shallow pop-up and makes a nice diving snag. Crew in trouble in the 5th inning. Nick Mears gets Crow Armstrong to fly out to right with the bases loaded. And Chicago would get on the board, but that would be all that the home side could muster in the frame. And then after scuffling all series long, Isaac Collins delivers with a huge hit in the 8th to make it a 4-1 game. And that is your final, as the Brewers are the first team in the majors to hit 80 wins. But guys, it feels good to have football back. And this is just the entree, because tomorrow's the main dish for Friday Night Frenzy.
Wait,
You mean today was the
appetizer,
appetizer.
you mean? Appetizer. I was like, entree.
Yeah, this is, yeah.
There's so much football.
Tomorrow's the dessert.
You get 2 entrees.
How about that? Tomorrow's the dessert. I just can't.
You're
I
so
forget about my
excited.
meals. I'm just so excited.
Absolutely. And what a good first course,
It
especially
was-
Melrose Mindoro.
How about that?
First time in a while.
It's an
beating
upset.
Bangor. Big time.
Who knows what's going to happen?
Yep. Thanks, Jacob.
All right, more news right after this.
They often say variety is the spice of life. Well, if that's what you're looking for, the Board Store is your destination, because we have variety. We have windows and doors. We have siding. We have sunrooms. We have kitchens. We have bathrooms. We have flooring. We have tile. Whatever your home improvement needs are, interior or exterior, there's no better destination than the Board Store showrooms at 524 Copeland Avenue in La Crosse.
Back to school means back to routines, and Wesco Home is here to help you start strong. Right now, get up to 25% off all mattresses and dining tables during our back to school sale. Or take time to relax with a comfy new recliner. Rest easy and reconnect with the furniture that fits your life and your budget. With easy financing options available, see store for details. Your home, your style, your savings, your Wesco. And tell them Peyton sent you.
It's the summer sales event with the Ford crew. Final days.
Oh boy, the final days of the Ford Summer Sales Event. Great time to buy, Hank.
That's right, Sam. But time is running out for amazing deals on Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks for 48 years. On capable SUVs and on the built wild Bronco family. Hurry, it all ends September 2nd.
Don't wait. Now during final days, get up to $10,000 in total cash on a Ford Bronco. Only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
Jolivet Family Farms. There's no substitute for homegrown freshness. Jolivet's homegrown triple sweet corn is picked fresh daily. Join us Sundays 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. for our roasted sweet corn and charcoal brats. Jolivet's also features homegrown carrots, sweet onions, peppers, beets, cabbage, dill, tomatoes, cucumbers, blueberries, and so much more. Find distinctive crafts and decor. Take home some cookies, breads, bars, or pies from our homemade bakery. Buy fresh, buy local. Open daily year-round. Jolivet Family Farms, West Salem.
When it comes to supporting our community, we expect more. And you delivered. You helped stuff the bus, providing school and hygiene supplies for students in need. Hundreds of backpacks were filled, and thousands of dollars were raised. The success of this event shows the strength and caring of our community. Still want to give? Bring your donations to either YMCA. Thank you for being a part of such an important event. And thank you to our partners and sponsors for helping stuff the bus. You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
The battle to become the TSA's top dog is down to a pair of Labrador Retrievers.
Alex from Denver's International Airport and Steeler from Pittsburgh International are the final competitors in the agency's annual Cutest Canine Contest. Voting is underway, and when the winner is announced on National Dog Day, the pooch with the most tallies will land its lovable mug on the cover of the TSA's 2026 Canine Calendar.
Man.
I don't know, they're both cute.
I know, that's really tough to try and pick a favorite out of there. Alex may be a touch more photogenic.
Oh.
Just a touch.
Just a touch.
But it's really close.
Are you partial because you have a lab?
Because I've got a black lab and a golden retriever. So you'd think I'd go Steeler.
Steeler, yeah.
But Alex just got a good smile.
He just got a good smile. And I love that name. I love it when they have human names.
Yeah.
There's just something about that.
Yeah.
Best of luck to either of them, then. All right, Greg has a final look at your forecast right after this.
The La Crosse Area Builders Association's Parade of Homes is August 21st through the 24th, featuring a variety of new homes. For tickets and information, search LABA Parade of Homes. See for yourself what is possible and discover the potential for your next home project.
Interested in a heat pump for your home? Here at G&T, we've got an offer to sweeten the deal. Qualified customers can get up to $8,000 off a new Goodman heat pump system and a $2,000 tax credit for this year. In most cases, you'll pay less for this heat pump and furnace system installation, as well as over time with its efficiency and energy savings. Seriously, a Goodman heat pump that's smaller and more efficient for less. Plus, it's installed by an amazing team of skilled technicians with quality you can count on and experience you can trust. Interested? Call G&T for the best heating and air conditioning guaranteed.
It's the biggest savings event of the summer at Drury's in Fountain. The Labor Day sale, incredible values, and a whole lot more. You'll find store-wide savings on our finest brands like Canadel, FlexSteel, Smith Brothers, and La-Z-Boy. Plus, special financing is available if your purchase is paid in full within 24 months. And we'll even pay for your gas, just for shopping at Drury's. Store-wide savings, special financing, and even free gas now during the Labor Day sale at Drury's in Fountain. Don't miss it.
Listen up, Wisconsin. There's always something exciting in the mix with scratch games from the Wisconsin Lottery. And the newest games to make some noise, Packers Scratch Games. With over $7.8 million in instant cash prizes. Plus a bonus drawing for 4 Packers season tickets for 1 year. And 195 other Packers prizes. Available now at Wisconsin Lottery retailers.
Soar into a new career at Eagle Crest Communities.
After high school, I joined Eagle Crest Communities. I did not know what I wanted to do for a career, and I really found a passion for working with our senior population. They care about me just as much as I care about them. Being able to be a part of their day is a really special thing for me, and it's given me a purpose in life.
Learn more at eaglecrestlife.org.
The La Crosse Area Builders Association's Parade of Homes is August 21st through the 24th, featuring a variety of new homes. For tickets and information, search LABA Parade of Homes. See for yourself what is possible and discover the potential for your next home project.
All right, dry start tomorrow. We have showers and storms in the afternoon through the evening hours, scattered coverage with that, and then much cooler for the weekend. A lot of 60s Sunday and Monday, and overnight lows in the 40s, maybe even some 30s too. So October-like conditions are going to be here for about a few days before we start becoming a little bit more mild towards the end of the week.
All right. Thanks for joining us tonight.
We'll see you tomorrow.